Not gonna lie, I don't really feel like making a video of this originally, but the more I thought about it, the more I kind of wanted to reflect and just talk about what in the world is going on with Lil Nas X recently. So yeah, if you haven't heard already, if you haven't seen the news about what happened with Lil Nas X, Lil Nas X was apparently spotted catwalking in underwear down LA street with a potential like he's probably under some drugs under the influence, and it was reported that he got arrested, but he got sent to the hospital. There's some crazy news that just broke out within the past 24 plus hours since this news broke out, and I kind of want to talk about this today because this to me feels like a sad but sudden downfall of an artist that essentially blew up way too big for his britches. So yeah, I mean Lil Nas X shouldn't have any introduction at this point, given that if you grew up with Lil Nas X from 2019 and up until 2021, this dude was all over the place with hits after hits after hits, his most iconic single being Old Town Road, being spun around numerous times, having tons of remixes. Old Town Road became like a top charter, road breaking sensation. And, obviously, since his last album, Montero, that came out back in 2021, Lil Nas X clearly hasn't been in the spotlight for the past many years now. We haven't really heard much about the dude. I haven't heard much about him about the dude in a while. And I keep up with anything that's hip hop news related too. And frankly, I mean, it's this me just finding out about this from Lil Nas X is just kind of sad, honestly, to kind of put it, because prior to me like looking all this up and before I even wanted to pop up my camera up here, looking up like where Lil Nas X has been doing for the past couple months to probably even up to last year. Lil Nas X was actually planning to drop an album sometime this year, and prior to that, he did drop like a little EP of songs from last year to kind of get people teasing and getting geared up for the next Lil Nas X album, but not a lot of hype from surrounding it. And I can't even recall if Fantano or any music critic or any music publishers or podcasters out there even covered Lil Nas X's music from last year, which kind of showcases yeesh, we kind of seen him going a bit of a downhill spiral where not a lot of music publications are really talking about him. So I wouldn't know about him. And to find out as of, you know, yesterday technically that this has happened, this news broke out about what Lil Nas X has been through, it's kind of sad because this to me is just another story telling true as time where a big artist or a big influencer becomes so big, so out there that by the time like many years passes down the line, they don't know what to do to maintain longevity. Again, we've seen that in the past with other influencers and music artists where after they became like a one hit wonder sensation or they blew up over this one little thing, they find ways to make a career out of it. Some are successful and are moderately doing well to this day. Others, even some as recently that I can even call out off the top of my head, aren't doing so well and they fail miserably at it. And it looks like in the case of Lil Nas X, he is in the latter half, where right now, from as I was like going through his Instagram page, yeah, I don't want to show the screenshots of what Lil Nas X is posting on his Instagram page, but like a lot of it is really weird, really cryptic shit to the point that it's borderline just weird and creepy, honestly. Like he keeps on teasing that he's gonna drop an album this year. He keeps dropping he's gonna drop a new album, then he's posting weird pictures of his furniture and items and sort of belongings, and he's doing weird dances, weird poses to a point that it really feels like he's onto something. And look, I think maybe you can also say that, hey, maybe Lil Nas X is doing this to gather some attention, gather some controversy, because after all, Lil Nas X is known for garnering some controversy so people can talk about him. But I don't know, man. In this case of what I've been seeing within the last set of posts before he got arrested, it doesn't look like that way. It looks like some deranged fucking dude who lost his mind after he lost it big on a huge gambling streak, and now he's just going ballistic on fucking Instagram just to rant out how much he lost. Like, it's so goddamn sad. And look, this is no disrespect to Lil Nas X or anything for that matter. But just like I feel like this dude like needs to get his shit together and really, if he's going through something right now, like really reset where the fuck he's been for the past couple years and just get down to the brass tacks of things and just try to get back to what made him special, you know? I mean, look, I'm not even trying to say that he should make another one hit wonder like Old Town Road or all of his other singles that he dropped from his high point in his career. I'm just saying that what Lil Nas X should do is just try to go back to what made him him, if possible, and not just be so gung ho and up focus of when he's gonna drop music and trying to make his life a like a controversy nightmare to where now it's like, oh, Lil Nas X did this today, now we gotta talk about this shit. And that's the type of stuff that I don't like, and it's just kind of showcases a bad sour taste of an artist that will more or less be falling from grace. So yeah, overall, like I said, I debated about wanting to talk about this yesterday because I had to drop two back-to-back videos, but this one was pretty sad that I just couldn't like hold it in any longer because, again, we've seen this time and time again with other big, well-known artists, and we've seen that in this direction where it's gonna lead to. Where again, right now from this point forward, where Lil Nas X is with this possible arrest that has happened, he can go to two directions. Either one, make a bounce back and go back to what made Lil Nas X special, or two, continue this downward spiral to the point that he becomes super irrelevant and he just becomes another artist that we've seen go from rags to riches to now he's fallen from grace. And yeah, just want to talk about this. Yeah, overall, Lil Nas X's situation is pretty sad, and I hope he's doing okay, man. That's all I gotta say. I'll see you on the next one. Later.